this video in our series on Unit 4 for Leaving Certificate Business. And in this video today we're going to look at the reasons for resistance to change in the workplace. So before we start off, why do you think employees would resist change in the workplace? Is there any reasons why you think they wouldn't be just like, sure, look, yeah, go with the bit of change, sure, what's the worst that can happen? Why do you think people would be resistant to that, or where would be resistance like not wanting to do it? So pause the video there and have a think why people wouldn't want change in the workplace. And you're ready? Press play to continue. So, one of the reasons, I suppose, is the fear of job losses. Okay, that can be a fairly significant reason. So employees may fear that new work practices, such as the introduction of new technology being introduced, could result in job loss in the firm. Now, we looked at technology in the last few videos, and we saw the fact that technology can bring in a lot of automation into the production process. Robotics can replace people because they can be often more efficient and less prone to making mistakes. And therefore, just if there's change being brought in, that could mean the loss of jobs and redundancies for people in the firm. So the fear of job losses results in low morale amongst the staff and the employees, which could result in an unmotivated workforce. For example, the introduction of machinery into the production process would be your best example there. So another example then would be the loss of responsibility or power or control. Okay, so if there's a change being introduced in the business, the employee might feel that there's a risk that they might lose their rank or their status within the business. They might lose the control or power that they once had in their job. This will affect the employees to achieve their esteem and self-actualization needs in Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And once again, you see we're linking in a bit of our knowledge from Unit 3 with Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which is great. Okay? The fear of failure. Okay, employees may fear that they may not be able to succeed in their job as a result of the changes the firm may introduce. So, particularly if workers have been there for a long time, they become very familiar with their role and be very, they require, achieve a certain level of expertise in it, so to speak, and perfection. And they fear that this change may, be too different from them. They may not know what to do. They may not be able to achieve perform the job to the best ability that they have in their their current role. So this fear, of course, can cause confusion and anger amongst staff members and some members of staff, which lead to a breakdown in the relationship between staff and management. To quote a film, and it'll be if you're impressed if you manage this one, if you know what I'm talking about here, where fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Although it's not in that voice at all. It's a completely different voice, but I'm going to try the voice of it. I'd be impressed if you know what that is. Anyway, an example of that would be secondary school teachers that went on strike there back in about 2014 or so over junior cycle reform. So that'd be an example of a fear of failure where the teachers were afraid as to what the implementation of junior cycle would mean in the current format of the back in the day is what they're proposing. There's also the fear of the unknown. Ooh. Employees with this change, they are uncertain as to what the change may bring for the future of the firm and the role they will play in it. People will only take active steps toward the unknown if they genuinely believe and feel the risks of standing still are greater than those of moving forward in a new direction. Another one is the lack of consultation as well. Employees may feel that change in the workplace is happening without their consultation or with their viewpoint being considered. And if people are allowed to be part of the change, they're usually less resistant to that change. People like to know what's going on, especially if their jobs could be affected. So, folks, we've looked at now what the reasons for resistance to change in the workplace are. If any questions, ask below in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, why not give the video a like? And please, of course, subscribe to the channel. Thanks very much for watching and see you in the next video, hopefully. Bye now.